Okay, on this one here, we are talking about car buying and just things you need to know when it comes to buying cars. A lot of people just go out and buy cars without really knowing what they're buying. So this just brings an idea of what to buy when you're buying a car. Come on. What? Okay. So the best thing, if possible, you can do is actually pay cash or just basically pay out a car without a loan. A lot of dealerships won't allow you to do that. They're always going to just try to force you to finance a car. But if this is something you can work out with your bank, just to check how much just let them know you do have a certain amount of money saved and you would just like to buy a car on it. And I think it's like some documentation that you can show up with a dealership showing that you have it that. But be careful, you don't have to say that when they say pay all out with cash on it. Because in some cases, like the dealership will force you to finance it, then you could just the next day go to whatever bank or financial institution that financed the vehicle and just go pay it all off. Because even if you tell them I can pay it all out, they might just jack the price up or something like that. But basically means go not have a monthly payment. That's the goal. Not to have a monthly payment on a vehicle. You can save so much money if you do not have that monthly payment, especially now with the people with the 84 months car loan. No, just no. Okay. Okay, one big thing you want to know when first getting a car, you want to know the true price of that car. How much does this vehicle cost? Okay, the dealership's always going to add certain fees and taxes because the people that work at the dealership got to get paid. And also the shipping of the car to the dealership that has to be recouped as well. So you're always going to have those fees and everything added on to when you buy the vehicle, but you always want to know what the total price is. If you're going to take out a loan, the full amount of the loan with a certain interest rate, such as the vehicle costs, let's say 22,000. When they add the fees and the financing, the total amount I'm going to end up paying on this is $30,000 on it. So you just that way you know with the interest added, you know what the total you're going to pay. Like some people, they'll take 400 monthly payment for over 72 months of it. That adds more that you're going to be paying for a vehicle. Also, you want to watch your interest rates. If you have great credit, your interest rate should be 3 to 5%, and that's like 740. That's considered great credit. Good credit is 670 to 739. And then anything below that, that's like fair. And if you are way below like at 300s, good luck on getting a loan. Your interest is going to be very high, but you want to pay attention to your interest because the interest is really what gets people a lot when it comes to loan. You have many people, especially young people, that take car loans out and they don't care about the interest because they just want the car or they just need the car really, really bad, and they think they could just refinance it later. Refinancing is possible if you have good or excellent credit, but if your credit is bad or fair, your chances of refinancing is hard, is very difficult. Usually, your local bank will do a refinance. That's if you have a significant amount of savings, or they've seen that your financial history is pretty good because they have a record of your transactions, so they know where your money goes. Another thing in looking at the factors is car repair costs. If you want a Euro car, you got to know that luxury brands coming from Europe, which is not as luxury as they used to be, but the maintenance on them vehicles is very expensive, and the time it takes repairs takes longer because you're waiting for the parts to come from overseas, and in some cases they have to find the parts if that particular model is not made anymore. So when looking at cars, you want to think about price, repair costs, parts availability. How hard is it to get the part for this car? Like a Honda Civic. Not hard getting parts on Honda Civic because Honda's been making them. They're going to stay making them. It's one of their best selling cars. That's why a lot of people drive it. Oh, take that. What car you got? Honda Civic. Oh, take it in the shop. Yeah, we get it fixed. Not like a Tesla. You sure? Oh, we don't work on that type of car. You got to find it. Oh, we're waiting for the part to come from the Tesla factory. Oh, yeah, it's going to be about 3 months before you can get this Tesla repaired. Yeah, but I need a car right now. It's going to be 3 months to repair your vehicle, so you have to go without it. Warranty coverages can be good and bad. You just want to pay attention on what it covers and how long. Basically, like, because you want to try to avoid lemon laws. So if you get a 1-year warranty for repairs, if like major mechanical damages are found within the car, that's where the warranty come in. But 5 years down the road, no, because over time it's going to lapse. And one big thing, once you get a car, take the car to a shop within the week of buying it. Let's say if you buy it through the week, you work through the week, so you can't take it to the shop. Just take it to a shop, reputable place, and just get it inspected. You have them do the 12-point inspection on the vehicle, put some new tires on it if needed, but also get rid of that donut tire in the back. It's not a real good tire. Get a decent rim, a tire for a spare tire in your back, a real one, not that donut. It's not a real tire. Also get a decent jack. That jack that they put in there is crap. Get a jack that you can just put it down, crank it up, now you got a real jack. Also get some jumper cables in there as well, and a blanket, just in case you got to sleep in your car on a cold night. Okay, all right. Insurance costs. This is a big mistake that people make with insurances. First, when you sign up for your insurance, call the insurance, talk to a human, and verify your coverages. There's no such thing as full coverage. Get that out of your head. Once again, no full coverage. There's no such thing as full coverage. There's no such thing as full coverage. Did I say there's no such thing as full coverage? I got an insurance video. Go check it out. You want collision. You want uninsured motorists. There's more coverage as you can get. Make sure it says rental coverage. I think I have rental coverage. Does it say it on there? No, you don't have it. It has to say it in writing. Get it in writing. Dealing with insurance companies. Also, make sure the price of the insurance is affordable. So when buying a car, you want to look at your car payment, your repair cost, and how much the insurance is going to be with that. So even before buying a car, you can call your insurance company. Hey, yeah, I'm finna change out my Honda Civic for a BMW 628 E-Class. How much is that going to raise my premium a month? And they'll tell you, yeah, it's going way up, about $300. And then you find out, you know what, I can't afford that, because when I throw that in with my insurance car, I got to get another Honda Civic. There's nothing wrong with driving a Figure. Today's cars are more luxury. You can get a Honda Civic, leather interior, AC, radio, stereo. The seat warms up with the moonroof. That's luxury right there. We've just gotten so much grown. It's just luxury. These cars today, they're all luxury. If you get them, I would say just get leather seats in it. It's easier to clean and keep clean. Just need something between the car seat where the crumbs and stuff get. It's hard to vacuum that out. But yeah, just keep that. You don't need to get these luxury cars. To me, cars are just vehicles. I see them as just machines now. As you get older, you don't care. You really don't care what type of car a person has. It's just a piece of machinery. Oh man. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Yeah, again, make sure also your car matches your lifestyle. Why are you buying this car? I'm buying this car to drive to work and drive home. Stop and go. Do not get a fancy car. If that's what you're using for daily commute, I got to do an hour to way to work and an hour back at home to save traffic. Do not buy a fancy car. That's what you're going to be doing with it. Get something you like, but think about what you're going to be doing with it. Especially if you're doing long drives. Some people commute 2 hours to work, 3 hours to work. They got to do it, okay, depending on where they live. Just think about what you're going to be doing, where you're going to be parking the car. It's a very nice car. You know you're going to be parking it daily in a bad neighborhood, because that's where your job is. The chances of getting broken into, you got to think about that. Or if you're going to be parking like along the street, you can get it hit. Match the lifestyle. Your real lifestyle. Okay. Also, you want to research vehicle theft history, such as the Toyota Prius and the Kia. Toyota Prius is known for catalytic converter being stolen. They love stealing Toyota Prius's catalytic converters. Also, Kia, you got the Kia boys. They love stealing them just to drive around in the Kia, and it's found abandoned, and it destroys the vehicle. Kias and Toyota Priuses total out very easily, not a lot of value. They do not hold value at all. And this will affect your insurance rates when you show up with one of these cars. Okay, there's things though that you can help to keep your insurance down. If you have an anti-theft system, or put a GPS tracking on your Kia, that helps to keep your insurance costs down. Also, before you buy the vehicle. This kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier. You also want to create the car budget to add to your budget. You got your monthly payment, insurance premium, fuel costs, maintenance fund, registration fees, and taxes. This is something else. Like if you live in California, that'll be $200, please, for registration and taxes that you have to pay every year. That's why in California, you got a lot of people driving around on expired registration. Not 1 year, not 2 years, 3 years, they have not paid registration, and they're still riding. Welcome to California. Well, and they don't have insurance, by the way. But this is not to strike fear into you, just things to be ready. Nothing that I put is to strike fear. It's just always just to be ready. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance, and people are performing poorly because they do not properly plan. Say that 4 times fast. People perform poorly because they do not properly plan. A lot of peace. All right. Thank you for your time.